Alright folks, welcome to Street City Studio. My name's John. If you're new here, I am a multimedia artist. I dabble in everything from pencil drawing to photography, 3D printing, as well as custom figures, as well as 3D modeling, making 3D models. And this is kind of the place I like to combine those things. Right? My toy collecting, my photography, all of that gets rolled into one here. Today's video, we are going out in my backyard, and I want to take advantage of some of this natural lighting. The sunlight is great today, so I want to take advantage of it. And I've got this backdrop from the Cardboard Galaxy I've used before plenty of times. I've got a couple of these from these guys. I love them. Can't say enough about them. But I've played with this shot before indoors with artificial lighting. I want to do it today with the stronger sunlight. And I want to try and take advantage of some of these new techniques I've been playing with to really try and get crisper shots, sharper, cleaner, better shots. Right? Remove some of these flight stands and stuff like that, and just get better shots all around. So that's what we're doing here today. Out in my backyard, trying to get a good shot of these guys and a good shot of the backdrop, and we're going to layer them together so that I have better control over everything, basically. Better control over the focus, better control over the lighting. Camera's real shaky right now, but we'll get past that here in just a second. Sorry about that. Here we go. We're in Microsoft 3D Paint, or Paint 3D rather, and I'm going to use Magic Select to crop these guys right out of this picture so that we're working with just them. And like I said, we can drop them into the sand background. And just crop off as much of this as we can, as clean as we can, and do the rest in Lightroom. Oh, lost an arm there. We'll bring it right back. In the head. That's alright. So I know I'm going to have to use Lightroom to get rid of some of that stuff. There you have it. Your Scout Troopers are separated and layered onto the sand dunes, see? And now we'll start to use the spot removal to clean up some of these real obvious spots. There's a whole lot of green from the grass and stuff left over. I probably could have thought that through better. If I would have worked on that background, maybe included the background behind them in the first place, I could have gotten cleaner results. Even if I was still going to crop it over, I wouldn't have had all this green to play with. But lessons learned. It's still going to turn out alright though. See there, it copied the part of the bike when I was trying to go for sand, but I think I like that. I might try and leave that and work around it. It blends nicely, I like that. I think I'm gonna leave it. I'll just try and work around the sand. That's not blending as clean as I want, but we'll get it there. I was about to erase this thing, but I think it's part of the bike. I'm going to leave it. Just try and erase the green. It's not too bad except for that sand. That sand's still bugging me, but we'll just keep nudging it in the right direction. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Alright, let's start playing with these tones and focus and stuff. Turn up the sharpness all the way up. Sometimes you don't want to, but if it doesn't do a lot, you definitely can't hurt. And this one doesn't seem to be affected as much as some others. That's alright. We'll do the vignetting real light. I don't want to darken this up too much. Bring down some of these colors, some of these orange and yellows and reds. Just bring them down a tiny bit. Bring the blue up just a tiny bit. Now I'm gonna use some radial filters to rework the lighting and some of the focus too. 'Cause I'm probably gonna drop the clarity, not saturation, the sharpness and clarity for the far off distance. That's real bright. I'm not going to keep it like that though. Just makes it easy to see where it's affecting it. So I'll drop the clarity and the sharpness here. It'll make everything kind of blurry like it should be, instead of all looking equal distance away, all in perfect focus. Once I kind of like that, I'm gonna duplicate it and stagger it so that there's a grading to it. Oh, they're too close together though. Let me put some more space here. We'll do just that horizon line and then some of the space in between here. That's pretty good. Without it and with it. Make it a little sunnier, maybe. A little brighter. I know that Tatooine sky wasn't usually very blue. It was usually pretty hazy. Use another filter here for these guys, maybe two. Probably be one inverted to make them a little sharper. We'll probably do one kind of like a vignetting to darken the surrounding area a bit. That's too much. Bring that feathering up so that it softens those lines in the sand around them. Here's our second filter for outside of them. And there's their space there. Drop that clarity a little more on this one too, just to even it out, I think. Let's see. And there's the before and after. That's looking pretty good. Get rid of this little piece of the flight stand that's still visible. I almost forgot about it. just a little bit that's still bugging me right there. Let's see if I can't play with it a little more. That's a little better, isn't it? I think it is. Definitely is a little bit better. It's not perfect. There's still a tiny bit I can see around the bottom there, but it's way better than it was. Nothing's perfect, right? Let's move on to some of this over here. This articulation gap is really distracting for me, and I've been doing a lot of articulation removal lately, but these guys specifically with their armor and all the lines in their gear, they don't necessarily need as much articulation removal as some of the photos I do. But there's definitely spots that'll catch your eye and really distract from the piece, I guess. Let's see if we can blend this little spot here. We don't even need to erase all the lines, right? Just blend them a little bit. No, that's too strong. Probably go back to the clone, or to the heel instead of the clone. That's too strong. That clone is... I feel like the clone is too subtle, but that's about the best I can get. Maybe I'll go over it again and make it a little stronger. That doesn't look bad though. It's a lot less distracting. It looks like a guy in some sort of chest armor suit, right? Try and fill this back out just a tiny bit. See if that don't do it for me. Sometimes it's all about finding the right spot to clone too. I know I said I know I'm on the heel tool, but it still copies some of the pattern from wherever you pick, just like cloning. That looks pretty good, doesn't it? Let's move on to this neck. His neck is really skinny because you can see like the top of the post here. So I'm going to try and widen that out, maybe blend it a bit. Oh yeah, look at that. That's not bad. this foot and this knee just a tiny bit. Yeah, it's not bad at all. What else still needs some attention? Right there. The shoulder articulation could be cleaned up. No, no, that doesn't look very good at all. Let me play with that some more. That's a little smoother. Yeah. You know, this guy's shoulder too. grabbing the thing while I'm trying to draw the next line. It's grabbing the old lines. Probably zoom in, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, that looks better. Look at that. Alright. Well, check it out. We'll do some side-by-sides here. Some before and after. Check that out. And again, it's not perfect, but I think it's a lot better than it was. And I think it's a lot better than my previous attempts as well. I probably should have grabbed that shot. I didn't save that shot off my Facebook or Instagram. Another lesson learned, I suppose. Go through and save some of them things I might want to include in the next videos. But, I mean, you can see how much cleaner it looks. And I can probably find things to do still, but I think I'm going to call it good there. Right? At least for now. Till my eye catches something I want to change. But otherwise, I mean, that's about it. I appreciate you guys coming by. Have a good one.